Yeah, so that's what I was telling you. See, I got my, SVT stands for sequential velocity tuned.
Mhm.
That's what kind of engine that is right there. I got my SVT rep and my V-TEC rep over in Japan. Got them together, man, to make this specialized force center we got right here. And
I noticed. Is that the turbo right there?
yeah, that's the turbo right there. See, so what it does, it pulls in the cold air from behind the headlight right here, and from the fender well in this area right here, pulls it in here, man, makes the boost and pulls it up through the air intake.
I see his throttle body. I guess is what you call it. It's got a Ford symbol on it right there. Is that?
That's just for disguise. See, that actually came from Japan. That's actually made out of a specialized material they get out of the mountains over in Hiroshima. And that thing actually is about 3 pounds lighter than the factory one. And what it does is it reduces a lot of the weight on the front end of the car, and gives you a better power to weight ratio.
Oh, okay.
And also gives you a better weight transfer when you're looking for that hole shot.
Now this is a 97 Cobra, right?
Yes, and well, it started off as a 97 Cobra. Of course, that's what the VIN number and all that still shows. But between all the modifications, everything, we actually had to bump it up to a 99.5.
Well, tell me about this Cobra symbol. How much performance does that give you? This Cobra symbol right here.
Oh, the one on top of the intake plate on there?
Yeah.
That actually is a special engraved. If you notice right here, it's embossed on the top where the Cobra's actually raised, but the other part's recessed. See, what that does, that gives you a little more weight reduction on the front end of the car.
Yeah.
Makes for better weight transfer when trying to get that all-important hole shot.
Oh, okay.
But see, the plate normally would stick up flush with the top right here, but it was this part right here was engraved, and the Cobra itself is embossed. That was done in Japan also.
Okay.
Out of a little town called Bangkok.
How much is I see this little shiny piece right here. How much horsepower does that give you? This little shiny piece right here.
Oh, this one right here's got the little hose hooked up to it.
Yeah.
Well, see that works on your vacuum. See, if you can't really see it from this angle right here, but if you trace that line, it comes right back over here into the turbo. You want to get a shot of this right here? See, it comes back in. See, it comes back in right here. Works off the turbo.
Oh, okay.
So it pulls vacuum from this side to increase boost on this side. With that little piece, that chrome piece you're talking about there, with the vacuum line hooked up to it, it's probably good for about another 18. I'd say probably 18 to 18.5 pounds of boost.
Okay, so
it works in conjunction with the turbo and the blower.
So what's this little reservoir right here?
Which one? This one right here?
Yeah,
that's just my Gatorade tank.
Oh, okay.
Because if you notice on the side right there, you see it's got my green Gatorade in there.
Oh.
This hose right here, if you was able to follow it around, it actually runs in right here to the cooling system, and then it runs a line back inside the car there. That way, when I'm racing, I can get me a cool shot of drink.
Okay. Well, tell me with the V-TEC, and what do you say the SVT stands for?
That stands for Super Velocity Tuned. Sequential Velocity Tuned, excuse me.
And what does V-TEC stand for?
V-TEC stands for Very Tall Electronic Cooling.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's what this right here does. See how that thing's got these little fins right here? That cools the whole engine down. It's turned by the belt right here, which is hooked up to the bottom of the motor. It's some magic stuff they got going on over in Japan. Now, I can't tell you the
So how much horsepower are you actually putting out?
Well, between the turbo, the blower, and the supercharger, and the nitrous, it's probably to the wheels. It's probably putting down about 1,100.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a lot of horsepower. Wow.
That's per wheel now. That ain't both wheels. That's per wheel.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I said this car originally came front wheel drive. See.
Yeah. Okay.
And what happened was, man, the weight transfer on the car, we wasn't actually able to get it to hook like we wanted to. So me and my lead mechanic decided we're gonna make it rear wheel drive. But we're still having problems with it spinning real bad. So what we done is we went and found a Eaton Fuller diesel transmission. Comes out of the big trucks. So now you got actual 13 gears. You got 13 speeds, see?
Oh,
see, it's got a little, if you look in there on my shifter, it's got a selector on there where you can start off on the low side and bang your 6 gears out. And then come back, flip on the high side and come back. Excuse me, it's not a 13, it's a 12, my bad. I only use 13 when I'm racing.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It's got the little overdrive selector on the side of the console there. But anyhow, what I'll say about the front wheel versus the rear wheel drive, see what we done, the car originally came with a front wheel drive, like I said, and then we made it rear wheel drive, but we're still having problems with it spinning real bad, even with the Eaton Fuller 13 speed in there. So what we're talking about doing is making it all wheel drive. And with all-wheel drive, that ought to give us about a 57-43 weight transfer.
Oh, okay, I got you. See.
In my guesstimation, I think that ought to shave a good 6 to 6.5 seconds off our ET in a quarter.
Okay, you run like what, like about a 6 flat?
Like the last pass I made, I run like a 4:32.
Daggone.
So if I shave 6 seconds off of that, I should be able to get down there before you can blink your eyes.
That's pretty fast. That's faster than Top Fuel, I think, right?
Yeah. Matter of fact, the last real good pass I had, I put John Force on the trailer.
Oh, okay. Well, daggone. Well, tell me about this these red wires I'm seeing right here. Is that had any horsepower or performance or anything like that?
Yeah, and I said you can get these in red, you can get them in blue, you can get them in pink, you can get them in yellow, you can get them about any color you want. But the red ones actually make about 1.5 more horsepower per cylinder.
Okay.
And you multiply that times the 4, you know, that comes up pretty good.
Yes,
that's got to be a little over 3.5, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
At 1.5 per cylinder times 4, that's got to be 3.5 at least.
Well, is this battery yellow for some reason?
Yeah, I know you've probably seen them shows that come on, like the fishing and hunting shows and stuff come on weekends. I always talk about the yellow top and the red top and all that. So this right here is your specialized yellow. This color right here can only be found in Japan. There's something in the soil over there that they make these yellow tops out of.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow.
And if you notice this red wire that's hooked over here on this side, actually runs over to this side of the engine bay over here.
Yeah.
And it probably gives me about another 3.5 pounds of boost.
Oh, damn.
On my turbo blower.
I see this cobra symbol. This cobra symbol here, is that any aerodynamic performance?
Yeah,
like
because
that?
if you notice how wide it is at the bottom,
yeah,
right across here, and you see it gets a little narrow up through here and then widens back out at the top.
Right.
What that does is it forces more air through the intercooler right here. If you notice, that's my intercooler right here, the thing with the fins on it.
Okay, I got you.
But what it does, it splits the air so that you don't, a lot of cars, they'll pull more air in on this side, so you're not really getting a cool dense charge on this side. This little cobra symbol right here actually splits the air and make sure that you get a full 100% cooling efficiency.
Oh, so it actually pushes air right over here to the turbo, and actually pushes air to the supercharger over here.
Right, exactly,
okay.
Exactly. And see this power distribution box right here is what it says, power distribution box. Don't pay attention to that Ford right there. That was actually made in Japan.
Oh, okay.
China made it. One of them Asian states.
Well, they got pretty neat stuff. All the stuff you listen on here. What's all these little round-looking things down here? I'm looking at those. I'm not really getting what those. Is this part of the supercharger?
You talking about these pulleys right here?
Yeah.
Them's what they call overdrive pulleys. You know how some cars got overdrive transmissions?
Yeah.
This one's got overdrive pulleys on it. So they're bigger than your normal pulleys, so that when they're turning, they make more horsepower, and actually creates more boost for the turbo over here.
Oh, okay. Well, where's the you said you got a blower, supercharger, and a turbo on here. Where all three of them? Okay.
Here's your supercharger, and your my blower's down on the bottom down there. I can't see it unless you climb up under the car. And I don't have my jack with me, otherwise I'd jack it up and show it to you.